Play. Mist is back when we play Uru. How about some gaming in your advertising? It's Ford Racing. And Champions of Norath reminds us of that dream where you go to school without your armor.
You'll need to better equip yourself.
How embarrassing! It's game time. We went to the message boards, and all we got was this crappy intro. It's Adam Zessler and Morgan Webb.
It's better than a t-shirt.
Hello, and welcome to X-Play.
On today's show, we have racing,
The Cat in the Hat,
gangsters, and a trailer for a new game about a vampire cowboy. I'm really not making that up.
Plus the newest installment in the Mist saga.
But we kick the show off with EverQuest.
Also known as EverCraft, the hundreds and thousands of people who got addicted to the PC version of this online role-playing game.
Unfortunately, EverQuest's transition to the consoles has not been very smooth.
I mean, it would seem like a no-brainer to port a hugely popular PC title to the consoles, but EverQuest Online flopped on the PS2 and was one of the worst-looking games ever to hit Sony's console.
But now EverQuest is back on the PS2, and this time, it's actually good.
Freaky, isn't it? Here's our review of Champions of Norath.
EverQuest. People either love it or hate it. Only this time, we won't necessarily be needing a high-speed internet connection. EverQuest Champions of Norath will be playing out on your PlayStation 2. And like the online game that inspired it, people will still probably either love it or hate it. Except this time we're betting you'll like it.
Who amongst you will take up the sword, the staff, the hammer?
It seems our tree-hugging elfish hippie friends are under siege. Luckily, though, Noah's Ark came by and dropped off 2 of all the heroic races. Your first activity will be choosing a hero from the available elves, wizards, and barbarians. Next, you'll have a chance to outfit your character. And I know that for some of you, the temptation to strip down to your skivvies will be all but irresistible. But let's consider for a moment how that might affect your reputation.
You'll need to better equip yourself.
Have I done something wrong?
I see my father chose wisely, indeed.
While there are a few friendly characters to chat up, you aren't aiming to become a champion conversationalist.
My men and I are grateful.
Fame and glory are to be won on the battlefield, and this world is swarming with hostile creatures ripe for the slaying. One button is dedicated to swinging your chosen implement of pain, while 2 others give you instant access to spells or abilities. Frequent use of these buttons will result in countless goblins, orcs, and giant spiders being corpseified. Plus, it should generate copious amounts of experience and shiny loot. The spoils of victory are important. New armor and weapons let you take on ever bigger and badder creatures, which in turn provides you with even more experience points and better street cred. Yo. The game does a good job of letting you feel like you're getting more powerful. And no matter how sorry you are in real life, that's a good thing. Champions of Norath lets you play along with others, via multi-tap or utilizing Sony Online. But the game is enjoyable enough to fly solo, thanks in large part to the unquestionably beautiful world in which you'll wander. There's no arguing that the game is somewhat simple and repetitive, but by and large, it's expertly accomplished. However, I must say that standing around waiting for your health to regenerate is an obscene misuse of in-game time.
We really should press on.
That said, we found EverQuest Champions of Norath to be a truly inspired little RPG. It's better than average fare, and we're happy to kick down a rock-solid rating of 4 out of 5.
No matter how many role-playing games we review, making your characters walk around in their underwear, it never gets old.
It's timeless. And we aren't the only ones who think so. Someone out there actually made a better body mod for the RPG Morrowind. It lets you play any character completely naked. And, wait for it, anatomically correct. Because apparently someone out there wants to look at orc genitals.
Oh, God, now I'm thinking about it.
Okay, I know something that will take your mind off it. A deeply flawed marriage between gaming and advertising. Huh? Yeah? Here's a review of Ford Racing 2. racing, you might think of this. Not the kind of cars that inspires a racing game. Now this, and this, is great inspiration for a racing game, and for me to go deeper into debt trying to buy one. Empire Interactive dares to go down the road where other developers have wrecked before, a brand-specific driving game. I'm still trying to suppress the memories from the horror of Mercedes-Benz World Racing. From the moment I hit the gas, I found Ford Racing 2 easy to get into. Gearheads will find some unique cars not found in other racing games.
Let's roll.
Ooh, just what I've always dreamed of racing. A 1953 Ford pickup truck. I wonder if Fred Sanford will be in the race today. The driving physics are diverse enough to make an old car feel different from driving a heavy truck, but don't expect these vehicles to drive exactly how they do in real life. Check out how my beater truck is beating out that $200,000 World Rally car. Unlike most games these days, you can't tune your cars. If you can't deal with the fact that big bulky trucks are going to be as fast as race cars, then avoid this game. If you are looking for fender-crunching, wall-smashing physics, you won't find it here. On the plus side, racing is usually tight and features the standard mix of off-road tracks, oval tracks, and road racing tracks, but in very limited quantity. The Follow the Line challenge is a great way to learn the best way through the turns. My biggest complaint is just when I was starting to really get into this game, it was over. The game is Xbox Live enabled, but just for sharing scores, not for online racing. There's a 2-player mode, but this only adds a modest amount of playtime to the game. Overall, Ford Racing 2 delivers a short but good time for an easy-on-the-wallet $20 price. The lack of online racing, limited number of tracks, and no ability to tune your cars stops this game from leading the pack. XPlay gives Ford Racing 2 for the Xbox a middle-of-the-road 3 out of 5.
You'll do better next time.
Well, maybe. Hey, Ford, how about showing some damage on the vehicles? Manufacturers always balk about having dents in their cars because they're worried it'll make the cars look bad. Well, you know what looks really bad? Giving a 10-year-old the impression that he can drive a Ford Escort into a brick wall without putting so much as a scratch on it. And, by the way, if you're going to drive the Ford Pinto in this game, it better blow up when someone rear-ends you.
Well, to give the game some credit, Ford Racing is better than the Mercedes-Benz game, which I guess really isn't saying much. In that game, your Benz can drive on the top of water. Like Jesus.
God, Jesus.
Coming up, Dr. Seuss the Cat in the Hat game. What rhymes with god-awful?
Restoring. Renewing. Plastic surgery can create the ideal image. Join Tech TV as we follow patients into the operating room for a first-hand look at the science and technology that make modern surgery possible.
The special suturing technique involves the suture going back and forth like an internal zipper.
See plastic surgery before and after. Don't miss Plastic Surgery, Thursday, only on Tech TV. It's time for some cool stuff.
When you've got to go, you've got to go. But if you find yourself at a Virginia Metro station, be ready to go space-age style. This stainless steel throne made by Exelo is self-cleaning. It comes complete with retractable seat, push-button toilet paper, a sink with sensors, and the soothing sounds of Burt Bacharach. But beware, you only have 10 minutes to finish your business because the door automatically opens. Calling out to all clumsy clods and butterfingers. Yeah, you know who you are. Wish your laptop had an airbag? Well, now it can. Sort of. The new IBM ThinkPads T41 and R50 are equipped with what's called the Active Protection System. A sensor chip detects rapid acceleration, such as a falling laptop, then parks the hard drive to protect the data during the crash. Driving in the dark can be difficult, but not when you have a night driver riding shotgun. This dashboard device from Raytheon is now available in the Hummer H2.
Stay tuned for more cool stuff, only on Tech TV.
It's the Screensavers! Woo!
The Screensavers, the daily variety show made for the tech enthusiast.
I'm Patrick Norton. And I'm Leo Laporte.
Featuring guests, celebrities.
If you don't see a geek, you can feel a geek.
Technology advice.
250 gigs? 250 gigabytes on a single drive.
And plenty of fun.
So a screwdriver went, okay, I'm out of here.
Pat and Leo and the team have all the answers. The Screensavers is next. Here are some useful sites from Tech TV. Do you want to take a vacation but can't decide between Quebec or Hawaii? Check out picturesofplaces.com. This site has links to pictures of exotic places from around the globe. Just click on a country and select a region or a city and explore. You can check out photos from Hong Kong to Scotland. And if you want to go on an adventure without your computer, try geocaching.com. All you need is a global positioning system or GPS device. Geocaching sends you out into the world in search of a little hidden treasure. The idea is to take you to a scenic location you may not normally visit and maybe learn something about the area. Choose a country, click on a cache you want to find. It'll give you the coordinates in longitude and latitude, and you'll use your GPS to find the right spot. For more useful sites, go to techtv.com.
The reason NASA is looking for alternate planets to live on. It's Adam Setzler and Morgan Webb.
Welcome back to X-Play.
Now, even though the movie tanked, that didn't stop Vivendi Universal from making a Cat in the Hat game.
And somewhere Dr. Seuss is rolling over in his grave.
Here's our review of Dr. Seuss, The Cat in the Hat.
Let's get this party started.
Yes, it's Le Chat dans le Chapeau. For those of you not from France, or if you miss the telltale red striped hatted feline, we're talking Cat in the Hat. Unfortunately, for this rendering of the cat, the Doctor is not in. The constantly moving, colorful world may delightfully distract the very young, but it bears very little resemblance to Seuss's art. They have faithfully captured Mike Myers' scary, cat-like rodent look from the movie. And look, it's famous serious character actor Alec Baldwin, taking one for the kiddies. What a guy. The cat and fish trade quips throughout the game.
What do you know? You drink from the same bowl you swim in.
Though realms showcase an active three-dimensional environment, the cat pretty much creeps along on a 2D axis.
I need somewhere to...
Apparently, your job is to chase Alec Baldwin into one of the many world portals scattered throughout the house. Each world is based on the item you're accessing. Once inside, gameplay is comprised of a pretty standard maze navigation and item collection system. The game throws a clownish bestiary at you, but, with your trusty umbrella, your only weapon, by the way, you can turn your would-be attackers into ammunition against other obstacles. Transportation within the game is really just more eye candy. Activation simply generates cutscenes. An exception is a navigable floating bubble. The easy-to-follow predefined path will definitely be helpful for ages 3 to 5. Parents should rest assured that the game is laundered, starched, and Martinized of any salacious content.
I came, I saw, I kicked its ass! Yes, this is family entertainment, isn't it?
Strangely, though the game really seems to target younger, first-time gamers, boss fights and bonus levels seem to lean towards a higher skill level. Acquiring Gunamite brings a much-needed kinetic lift to the game because, let's face it, shooting bubbles at things from the tip of a cartoon umbrella tends to soften you to the point of a deep snooze. At the end of the day, the game does have some ambitiously rendered realms, and its gabby, bubbly voice is solely meant to delight.
You can now explore a whole new world.
But gameplay is relatively shallow and will generate fatigue quickly. Unlike a Dr. Seuss book where each page turned grants access to a whole new world, this Cat in the Hat is strictly Hollywood, and each level will begin feeling the same. The Who's are hollerin' and Hortons hit the road. We give Cat in the Hat a 2 out of 5.
I do not like it on a goat. I do not like it on a boat. I do not like this stupid game. I do not like it. It is lame.
Wow, look out, Sylvia Plath.
Sylvia Plath is dead.
So is Dr. Seuss. And it's a good thing he is, because if he were alive, he'd throttle his estate for shamelessly licensing his most beloved work. stop selling out my childhood and making it into bad games and movies. What's next? The Goodnight Moon first-person shooter? The Very Hungry Caterpillar survival horror title? Blech.
Or an Everybody Poop strategy game. It could happen.
Up next, organized crime is cuter when it's tiny in Gangland.
It's time for a medical minute.
What's a spa without that great spa smell? Those fragrant oils that throw off pleasant aromas.
So those smells, whatever they are, whether they're sandalwood or orange, can help relax them.
Aromatherapy, as it's called, calms the savage beast. Thing is, we don't just mean the human beast.
They would sometimes spit at each other, they'd throw things, they'd poke sticks at each other.
At Denver Zoo, the orangutans don't get all that sick or rowdy anymore. The zookeeper credits a little basil in the air.
Since we've been offering that to him, he's only had a couple upset stomachs, and he used to get them much more often. I was happily surprised that it definitely works.
There's not a lot of science to back up aromatherapy, but there is a lot of human experience. Whatever tames Denver's orangutans may also help their keepers control their allergies.
Relieve some of the congestion. And so it's just a nice way to be able to deal with that.
In any case, somebody spells a good idea. Other zoos may adopt aromatherapy, even some stables, since horses already get a lot of massage therapy.
The next article you might be seeing is on aromatherapy for, Seabiscuit or something like that.
Nothing like good aromas to tame the animal within, even the ones we call human.
Get your daily dose of medical minutes only on Tech TV.
I don't like the term nerd.
I really still don't know what a nerd is.
You're a nerd in life and you'll be a nerd always.
Nerd Nation, Mondays only on Tech TV.
Hermetically sealed for your protection, it's Adam Sessler and Morgan West.
Welcome back to X-Play.
Hey, Sopranos fans, we have a strategy game where you get to play a mobster, but he's all itty-bitty and adorably vicious.
It's like Diablo with organized criminals. Here's our preview of Gangland.
Say hello to my little friend. Okay, so I'm no Tony Montana, but damn, I love being a mobster. This is Gangland from Whiptail Interactive. It's part Mafia Tycoon, part Diablo and Little Italy, and part Crazy Taxi with drive-by shootings. A new hybrid of gaming delight where every day above ground is a good day. The success of GTA has sparked a lot of the same type of games, but while Gangland is no mere knockoff, it owes a lot to the reigning crime spree champion. The goal is to rise to the head of the family, but your path there may take many different turns. You talking to me? There's no one else here. You must be talking to me.
Get lost, son of a man. Paid enough.
It's murder out there. Okay, you start by working for a local crime boss, doing his dirty work.
I've got a job for you.
Shaking down store owners.
Sure, I'll pay the family.
Tapping the odd songbird until you can collect enough resources, skills, and minions to make it on your own. On the way to the top, you can hire dozens of henchmen and will ultimately have a small army working for you.
Go back to Mama, you CCS!
Multiplayer mode was not available in our preview, but it will let you compete against your friends in a race to become the most powerful crime lord in town. In the game, almost everyone carries a gun, and the cops are no better than the crooks. From your enemy's bagman to the innocent schmuck whose car you need, almost everyone on the street is a mark. You can extort local businesses for steady dinero or take them over completely. Also, taking over an arms dealer shop is the only way to get better firepower. Oh, and you can use the shop's back room for nefarious activities like gambling or prostitution.
I'll be loyal to you, boss.
Someday, it will all be mine. Gangland looks to bring a mix of game styles together with a little something for everyone. Every bloodthirsty sociopath with a bent towards organized crime, that is. We'll have a full review in the months to come. Oh, and don't forget to bring the cannolis.
My sunglasses are broken.
Cute little mobsters. The violence and drug abuse seems almost quaint when they're so little. And the itty-bitty strippers, they just sort of wiggle at you in their underwear.
Oh, hello, little strippers.
Yeah.
Coming up. Warm up your mouse-clicking finger. It's Uru, Ages Beyond Mist.
Get more from the web. Here are some useful sites from Tech TV. Visit the world at lonelyplanet.com. Here you can access maps, language guides, and local activities for just about any place on the globe. Just click the country and city you'd like to know more about, and information about events, getting around, history, and more are at your fingertips. Read posted travel tips on the message boards, or even post your own. And Lonely Planet includes plenty of local links to give you the rest of the story. But before flying off to Singapore, you might want to see what the traffic is like. Log on to earthcam.com to find links to tons of live webcams from around the world. Search for cameras, or browse through categories like weather cams. It's sunny in Helsinki. Or scenic shots. Hey, nice view of the parking lot. You can even add your own webcam to the site. For more useful sites, visit techtv.com. Restoring, resculpting, renewing. Plastic surgery can create the ideal image. Join Tech TV as we follow patients into the operating room for a first-hand look at the science and technology that make modern surgery possible.
The special suturing technique involves the suture going back and forth like an internal zipper.
See plastic surgery before and after. Don't miss Plastic Surgery, Thursday, only on Tech TV. It's time for some cool stuff.
Hardcore Jeep fans, you might want to grab some Tums. Chrysler unveiled the Jeep Trail concept vehicle at the Tokyo Motor Show, and it looks more like a toy than a truck. This funky 4x4 is designed to use drive-by-wire technology and a zero-emission fuel cell. Not exactly your grandpappy's Jeep. And believe it or not, this ultra-compact has space for up to 3 passengers. It's the world's largest pillow fight. That's right, 700 people packed a punch in New York's Central Park. It took 2 minutes of pillow pounding to secure a spot in the Guinness Book of World Records. Not even the rain could dampen this Pillowpalooza. Who better than Sir Richard Branson to pull off this look? The self-made billionaire is looking to be the next gadget guru with his new Virgin Pulse line of electronics. There's 15 new products for the hip at heart.
Stay tuned for more cool stuff, only on Tech TV. Coming up next on Tech TV, the variety show for technology's biggest fans, The Screensavers, is next. Want more Tech TV? Go to techtv.com for in-depth stories, video clips, and plenty of links to get the most out of technology every day. Explore Tech TV's global community of message boards, or email a question directly to your favorite show. More Tech TV all in one place at techtv.com.
Boldly going nowhere. It's Adam Sessler and Morgan West.
We go places.
Well, I went somewhere once.
Oh, was it fun? Oh, okay. Well, welcome back to X-Play.
When the first Myst game came out in 1995, I was much younger, and also its lush graphics and immersive play got millions of people addicted to point-and-click adventures.
And at the time, it was a truly revolutionary title for the PC, and it spawned a number of sequels.
Now, the latest chapter in the Myst saga is in full 3D, and it's the first game in the series to offer a third-person perspective.
Now, does it live up to its predecessors? Here's our review of Uru, Ages Beyond Mist.
The Myst series has a bad rap with gamers. Yes, it sold well. No, you don't kill anyone. Uru Ages Beyond Mist is an adventure game where you wander around clicking things. Until you hit on the exact order to click certain clickable spots. This third-person perspective is new for the series, so the first thing you're going to have to do is create your character. I was a little disappointed in the character creator. This is as ugly as I could make Adam. Oh, but he would definitely wear Birkenstocks. I can't deal with you. I'm gonna play as me. Well, blonde me. So now you'll find yourself running and jumping. Well, no one expected the game to achieve Mario-like heights of platforming bliss. You turn out to be a pathetic and ungainly jumper. And don't you hate it when you see ledges you know you could easily climb in real life? But alas, Morgan doesn't seem to have any upper body strength.
You are a weakling.
The story goes that archaeologists have discovered the remnants of a Denise city buried in the New Mexico desert. People all around the world, Morgan here included, are suddenly drawn to the ruins. You search for clues as to why the civilization fell.
For thousands of years, the city lived beneath the surface.
There are 4 ages to explore, and each age, of course, is packed with puzzles. You can jump from age to age through linking books. See how reading can be rewarding? And you may end up doing a lot of reading. Now, Uru was originally supposed to support Uru Live, where people could gather their virtual selves in virtual locales and scratch their virtual heads together while solving virtual puzzles. Then reality hit. Before the live portion could even complete beta testing, it was canceled. And lots of content got canceled too, and as the game ships now, it's shorter than other Myst games. But have no fear, that lost content will be adapted and released in expansion packs. Do I even need to mention the art? It's amazing, detailed, gorgeous, and any other superlatives you can think of. This game will make even the beefiest video cards sweat at the highest detail settings. Uru Ages of Myst certainly isn't for everyone, but with an open mind, you may find there's more to gaming than just an itchy trigger finger. This game is classic Myst with a new twist. It's a shame it's only the start of an epic, but we can't wait for more. It gets a 4 out of 5. Sit, Uru, sit. Good dog.
I'm glad you think it's funny to portray me as a dog.
Stop whining. That's Right. Now that he's gone, I have a sneak peek at a brand new first-person shooter from Sammy, and it's about a zombie-slaying vampire cowboy. Here's the trailer for Dark Watch.
What did I miss?
Well, a trailer for a game about vampire cowboys.
I always miss the good stuff, Morgan.
Yeah, that's true. Stop whining. Stop whining. Ow! That never gets old. Hey, if you'd like to know more, visit our website, which is at techtv.com/xplay. And, are you okay there?
It's just my femur.
Good boy. You did good. Why don't you tell them what's at the website?
Oh, yes, we're going to be doing a viewer mod. Yeah. This is when we're letting you, the fans, decide which reviews you want to see, which clothes you want us to wear, and a bunch of other stuff, like whether or not I live or die.
Is this whole thing a good idea?
I think so. Well, they said it was. Anyway, you can find more about it on our website, and that's where you do the voting as well in all the various categories.
Yes, and that's at techtv.com/xplay. Go online and vote now. We also have reviews of every game we've ever reviewed. So you can read them and check the scores and find out if you should buy it or not.
Yes, even if it's for a system that's already dead, like the Dreamcast. But do that, and also sign up for our newsletter, because that'll give you a heads up on what's coming on every show, every night that the show's on.
Yes. Ready? Get out of here.
Why do I do